This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, double check you're still subscribed to the channel. Double check your notifications are on. And if you hit the like button or comment, make sure it's working properly because they are working overtime suppressing the channel. Listen, a lot of people been asking me about updates on the lawsuit. And the reason I haven't done any updates on the lawsuit is because there really is nothing that I can do right now in regards to the lawsuit. If you see behind me, this is the official PACER page with the appellate court, the Court of Appeals rather, and they have everything that they need. I mean, I filed all my papers. The Citadel, Griffin, DTCC, FINRA, they filed their papers, Robinhood, and all we're waiting for right now is for the judges to make a decision on the ruling. And the thing is this, I want the courts to order the discovery so that we can get our hands on the trading history, on the blue sheets of AMC and GME, because I know inside the trading history, inside the blue sheets, is the smoking gun. It is the overwhelming evidence of the fraud and corruption in the play. And these bad actors, they're doing everything in their power to not turn over that information to us, okay? They don't want us to see the blue sheets. They don't want us to get the trading history because they know it's going to expose the billions of counterfeit AMC and GME shares. And let me tell you guys something. Let's be realistic. If you weren't engaged in questionable activity, why would you spend all this money on attorneys dragging the case out when all you had to do was just turn over the trading history, turn over the blue sheets that showed that there weren't billions of counterfeit AMC shares or billions of counterfeit GME shares, that there was no naked shorting. And the lawsuit would have been over before it started. But they're not doing that. We've been at this, I said when I filed, it's 2021, we've been at this almost 4 years. And all they're doing is prolonging the case because they don't want to turn over their trading history of AMC and GME because it is the smoking gun. Once we get our hands on that and the whole world sees what's been going on in AMC and GME, the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI are going to be forced to do their job. They're going to have to go after the bad actors because the evidence of the fraud and corruption is going to be overwhelming. Right now, they claim we're conspiracy theorists. They attack me on social media all the time. But if you knew that the trading history, the blue sheet, showed that you didn't engage in what I believe to be criminal activity in RICO conspiracy activities, you would just turn it over and end the lawsuit. You would turn it over and say, look, here's the trading history, here's the blue sheets, there were no naked shorts, there were no counterfeit shares, there was no manipulation, and the lawsuit would be over. The judge would rule that there was no lawsuit and it would be over, but they don't do that. They are fighting tooth and nail not to turn over evidence that they claim exonerates them. They claim that everything that I'm accusing them of did not happen. They claim that there's no naked shorting. They claim that there's no manipulation, there's no spoofing, there's no washing. That's what they're claiming. Okay? And I believe that they got together and they conspired to rob retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules. And the SEC, the DTCC, and FINRA practice willful blindness to the fraud and corruption in the play. So if the defendants were not engaged in this type of behavior, why have they not turned over the evidence of their innocence in the last 4 years? Why haven't they done it? I mean, it's just basic common sense to me. But as soon as the courts make any decision on the case, I will keep you guys in the loop. I check the docket every single week to see if there was any updates, to see if anything else was filed, to see if the courts made a decision. What I would like the court to rule, though, I would like to have a hearing before the courts make a decision so that I can articulate what I have learned over the last 4 years dealing with these criminals. I could articulate it to the court. But the courts can make decisions based on just the papers, based on the motions, based on everything that was filed, and they might not request an oral hearing. I would prefer an oral hearing in front of the courts, but the courts makes that final decision. They can request oral arguments, or they can just make a decision based on the motions that was filed by myself and filed by the defendants. Okay? But as soon as I get any kind of movement on the case, I will do another video and keep you guys in the loop. But you can also go to Pacer. As you can see behind me, this is the full Pacer docket of the case. And any updates, I will keep you guys in the loop. Anyway, have a great day. God bless. I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.